Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. That's the czar of the playbook, Emery Hunt. I'm Tyler Merkovich. Week 10 of the NFL season provides us with a doozy game. It's the New Orleans Saints at the St. Louis Rams. The Saints just keep rolling along. They look like a second-half team. The Panthers had them on the ropes until they got really conservative, and they let the Saints get right back into it with that passing game. You know they have it with the four great receivers and Jeremy Shockey. What are your keys to victory for the Saints?
Keys to victory for the Saints, they have to do something to supplement the loss of those two defensive tackles up the middle, because the Saints are getting gashed up the middle with the run. You look at what the Falcons were able to do, look at what the Panthers were able to do. The Rams come in with a really great back in Steven Jackson. So that's the number one option. They're going to run the football, so the Saints have to do something to supplement the loss of those two defensive tackles. So they're going to have to show up that run defense this week. Yes, those guys missed, but you do have to play the run tough against the Rams, because that's their only threat. Second, the Saints can't allow themselves to get down. You know, it's always fun to have a comeback, a really good game, the team come back to win. But
sure
you can't,
enough, it's going to come back to home.
Right, you can't do that week in, week out. So they have to start fast and put the Rams away early. Make the Rams have a terrific story and come back. If you get on the Rams early, the Rams are going to sink, and then they're going to be at the bottom of the ocean. So you have to jump on the Rams early.
Especially with that anemic passing offense.
Right, they can't pass themselves out of a hole, so they have to get on the Rams completely. And the special teams wise, the Saints haven't really made a big play in special teams in a while, since the Dolphins game, and that was really the only one throughout the season. So you look at the punt return game for the Saints, they're going to get a lot of punts from the Rams. We know this. So they have to make a big play. That's the way you take a team out, a big play in the special teams game. Reggie Bush has to make a punt return.
Show us why you were drafted second overall.
Right, has to make a big play this week, return the ball in the punt game. Those are the keys to victory for the Saints.
And for the Rams, maybe the prescription will be 40+ for S-Jacks, but still, I don't know. That offensive line is okay, but the passing game is just, and that defense is not consistent. They give up points early and often. Actually coming off their first win, which I am happily to predict against Detroit. That was against Detroit, but what are your keys to victory for the Rams? Cut it down to 3, though, because I know you could pick 11.
Well, keys to victory for the Rams, number one, Steven Jackson. He needs to be stretching right now, because he's going to get a lot of carries. You have to feed him the rock. That's the way you beat a good offense. Is don't even allow that offense to get on the field. Time possession is key. Run Steven Jackson to win the TOP. That'll help you guys out. Second, the receivers have to win one-on-one matchups. The Saints will come in not respecting the Rams receivers, not respecting Bolger, not respecting that passing game to beat these guys deep. So they're going to see a lot of man-to-man coverage, a lot of one-on-one coverage. Can the Rams receivers win those matchups this week? That's 2. Third, they're going to have the element of surprise. So what happened against Detroit when they got the fake field goal. They're going to have to do stuff like that, because when you're a struggling team offensively, you have to create points. They have to do something to create that offense. I like the Saints in this matchup. I don't think the Saints will get down early in this game. I think they have to really tie it up and play 4 quarters of football and really get it going for 4 quarters. I like the Saints. I just don't think the Rams have enough.
I believe in Steve Spagnuolo and the GM, Billy Devaney. I think this team could be good rather sooner than later, but right now it's not happening against one of the best teams in the NFC. I think the Saints and Vikings are atop that category, and they're atop everybody else. So, of course, I'm going New Orleans. So is he. But the Rams, you know, they could fix these problems in a matter of time. It's not just this year, and they have a bad matchup here against the Saints indoors also.
It's not the Rams' defense that's the problem. It's that offense. The Rams do have some players on defense, some athleticism at the linebacker spot, as well as some playmakers in the secondary, Atagwe and company, but they did lose a rookie Fletcher to injury, but they do have a lot of playmakers on defense. It's that offense, skill player-wise and quarterback-wise, where they struggle.
For more, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.